After we filmed this video, Tesla came out and revealed the battery pack. They said it is in fact the same battery as the long range version, but it has been software locked, meaning Tesla are going to give you the same battery pack, but simply limit the amount you can use. Now, I'm not personally buying that. I believe, yeah, sure, it may be the same size battery, but I still think it's likely to have different battery chemistry. Here's what I believe Tesla have actually done to the new Model S and the new Model X. Tesla has just revealed a new Model S and Model X. They're much cheaper than the existing version. This is simply a version of the Model S and the Model X with a different battery chemistry. If you buy this version, you're going to save a lot of money and probably actually get more range than you think you are, because real world range in these cars will be what's claimed or close to it. Whereas in an EV with a lithium ternary battery or an NMC chemistry battery, obviously you don't want to charge it to 100%. Therefore, the real range is a bit less than you realize. That's why this new car, I think, is, well, the new Model S and Model X, I think it's a really good price. And it's absolutely worth having a look at now at these new prices. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. How much cheaper is, well, these new variants of the Model S and the Model X? A lot cheaper. In fact, these are the cheapest versions of the Model S and the Model X ever. Now, of course, I'm including inflation here. People say ridiculous things. I saw on the Tesla group. Oh, it's not that cheap. I got my Tesla for $60,000 US. What are they talking about? Back in 2012, I'm like, yeah, you realize 11 years have passed since then, and a whole lot of inflation, meaning the value of what you paid that money, $60,000 back then, was probably it's actually worth more than what these are worth, what these cost today. Both models are $10,000 US cheaper than the existing cheapest versions. Come on. That means these cars actually have just become a really good deal. Really, the Model X is a 7-seat SUV. Now the price, I think, is extremely compelling. Now the range is less, that's true. And some people are saying that the reason the range of these cars is less is because Tesla is artificially just simply limiting the amount of battery you can use and giving you the same car. Meaning that Tesla still has to pay for a big battery pack, and then they're restricting it, selling it to you. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that's, in fact, I'm almost certain that's not the case. I'm going to say what I think is the battery in just a moment. Anyhow, the new Model S price is now $78,500 US, meaning the price has been reduced by $10,000 US. Unfortunately, it still doesn't qualify for the US EV incentive of $7,500 because it's over the value for passenger vehicles. It's not an SUV. If it was classified an SUV, then it would qualify. The range has been reduced by 85 miles, meaning the range is still pretty good. It's 320 miles on a single charge. That's in comparison to the long range version that gets 405 miles. So now there's three models of the Model S, right? You've got this version, the cheapest version, $78,000 US. Then you've got the long range version for $88,000, and then the Model S Plaid, which I still think is the bargain of the three, and that's just under $100,000 US. Model X is $10,000 cheaper as well. Its range, therefore, is reduced to 270 miles, or just a tiny bit less than the standard range Model Y. It's got 79 miles less than the long range version. Now, what I believe has happened here is that Tesla has changed the battery chemistry to lithium iron phosphate, and therefore the ranges have come down. The battery packs are therefore much cheaper for Tesla to produce, and therefore they can sell the cars at a much lower price. But the other benefit here, guys, is it actually means, yeah, the ranges have come down, that's true, but not as much as you think, because you're able to charge these battery packs to 100%. You can then discharge them, pretty much all the way. So you're not going to get bad battery degradation. In fact, you're probably not going to get any degradation if you charge to 100%. In fact, Tesla says in the instruction manuals that you should charge your lithium iron phosphate powered EV to 100%. So real world range is going to be closer to the other versions than what it sounds like, meaning I think they're both pretty good value, especially the Model X being a 7-seat EV with, of course, those gull wing doors. It's got some pretty cool technology. The other thing is these versions of the Model S and the Model X, they are much better than the old versions. You know, they have new digital screens, new media screens, quite a few new upgrades. Plus, these cars actually are fast. The Model S, it'll do 0 to 62 miles an hour in 3.6 seconds. That's pretty fast for what is a relatively big car. The Model X, around 3.9 seconds. Like I said, I still think they're pretty good value, but hey, don't take my word for it. What I want to know is, what's your opinion? Is it worth paying $88,000 for a 7-seat Model X or $78,000 for a Model S when there are plenty of other competitors? Obviously Model Y, Model 3, they're smaller cars, but they certainly are definitely worth considering. Now, especially now, personally, if I was going to choose between this version of the Model S or the new Model 3 Highland, I'd choose the Model 3 Highland every day of the week. But hey, not everyone's going to agree with that. Tell me what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.